This is how I make pasta. First I bring water to a boil. And I just wait. Once the water's starting to get to a boil, it's not really low, it's just starting to steam, but once it starts to like bubbling, I get out my pasta. I'm using some linguine here. This is gonna cook for 6 minutes. I like to overshoot and cook it for 7 minutes just for good measure. Then I have my ingredients. We have some cheese here, salt and pepper, the basics, and then we have some butter. And if I'm feeling spicy, I'll use garlic powder and some Montreal steak dressing. Still cooking though, so let's give it some time. Okay, now this is when it's really starting to boil. Like you see how it's like see how that's when it's starting to boil. So now I'm going to take my pasta. I'm gonna take some pasta. I know I'm not supposed to break it, but at this point I really don't care. It's just I break it so it's easier to eat for me. I take some pasta. I feel like this is good enough. This is like a pretty good solid chunk. I break it because I'm not Italian, and I plop it in there. And actually, I don't think that's enough. There you go. I'll clean that up after. So after I put everything in, well, first I set the timer. 7 minutes. Then I get a spoon, and then I just hear like just mixing it about, and I do that until the timer's over. So yeah, you don't actually have to mix it like all the time. Sometimes if it gets if it gets boring, I'll just like put the spoon down and clean up some of the tables. But yeah, just leave it cooking for the rest of the time now. Timer's finished. Turn this off. Put this into a shut up. Hold on. Wait. Hold on. Pour this into a strainer. Then I turn it off. And of course, turn this off too. Now I just mix this about to make sure all the water leaves the vicinity. It's bouncy. It's like that one Lil Jon song. Get low, get low to the window. Okay, now I put it back in. And now I just add the ingredients. So, salt. Pepper. Some butter. Well, some, it's like a big ass chunk, but, And there's left, I just, like, ooh, good as hell. Nah, a little bit more. I like my butter buttery, bro. Next we put in the cheese. Big old chunk. I like to really burst this with flavor, Then you have the garlic powder, if you want. And then the Montreal steak dressing. Turn on the oven again with a little bit of heat. Where's the stove top? Turn it on with like the lowest possible heat setting, and then just mix it around. Mix it around until the ingredients are all ingredienty. The high heat causes everything to melt, so you don't really need to put it on super high setting. Just put it on something low, so you don't like burn it. And then there you go. I like to mix it around until like all the chunks have either been like condensed into the spaghetti itself, or like mixed into the flavoring and coloring. Let's take a look at this. Yep. So it's looking good. I never really knew how to like get this stuff off. I guess I can just use like a fork. I make sure it doesn't actually sizzle. So. Make sure everything gets off of there. If it sizzles, it's gonna get stuck to the bottom of the pot, and you don't want that. And yeah, that's basically it. We're done. Turn it off. Pasta right there. Put it in a bowl, and you're done. And here we have the finished product. When it comes to cleaning stuff up, you typically just want to leave it until after this has been this has cooled down, because if you try to you know, ouch, ooh, ah, yeah, you know. But yeah, you can clean the stuff up too. Just put it back, and there you go. That's it. Make pasta. Enjoy.